What's up, my brothers and my sisters from another mister? Today we're going to talk about a heartwarming story of Todd McFarlane meeting Stan Lee and the impact they had on his career. Stick to the end because I will explain how and why this story will resonate with you as it did with me. So Todd McFarlane said the word giant isn't big enough to encapsulate what Stan Lee meant to the world of comics. He was a true legend and his passing is a huge loss for the entire industry. So when Todd McFarlane was a young Canadian kid collecting comics and dreaming of breaking into the industry, little did he know that his path would cross with Stan's in the most unexpected way. The first time Todd met him, he was 16 years old, hanging out in Florida on a little vacation playing some baseball, and he happened to be at a hotel that had a little comic convention going on. He walked up to Stan, introduced himself, and asked if he could hang out with him and ask him some questions. To his surprise, Stan Lee didn't Tony Stank him. He pulled up a chair, tapped it with his hand, and said, "Sit down, kid," and he sat down with him for 7 hours. Well, maybe he didn't say sit down, kid, but he definitely told him to sit down. So now they became friends over the years and he was lucky enough to be mentored by him. He was truly one of a kind. Not only did he create those iconic characters that have reached every corner of the globe, but he also gave them personalities, human frailties, and an edge that made them relatable. When Todd was asked if Stan Lee remembered connecting with Todd as a kid, his response was, "Of course he doesn't remember. I've told him that story because it had an impact on me." Now, Todd McFarlane said about Stan Lee that even when he was creating these characters, he still had his doubts about them. He was putting ideas out there and hoping that some of them would stick, and as we all know, they did. So when Todd saw Stan as a 95-year-old man, even at his age, he still had an energy and vibrancy that was almost unparalleled. He was still a superhero, and his generosity and kindness towards fans was unparalleled. Now, Stan Lee's legacy will live on through his characters, and I know they will continue to inspire the next generation. Rest in peace, Stan. Now, this story all started with the chance encounter, a young Canadian kid collecting comics and dreaming of breaking into the industry, and meeting the man behind some of the most iconic characters in pop culture. This encounter sparked a lifelong friendship and mentorship, and it serves as a reminder that inspiration and passion can come from the most unexpected places. I'll use myself as an example because this resonates with me. In 2020, when the lockdown happened, some of us are still getting that bitter taste out of our mouths, right? Back then, I wanted to start a YouTube channel to promote my books despite not having a lick of experience in video editing. I didn't know shit. I was more green than the virgin on prom night. Anyways, I always enjoy storytelling, and to me, video editing is a form of storytelling. I learned video editing by watching YouTube videos and practicing on my iPhone. To this day, I still record and edit videos with my iPhone. I'll put the link in description as to what equipment I use. It's pretty much the broken, lazy way. Comics was not in the picture at all for me. Last time I read a comic was 2 decades ago. When I launched my personal channel, I asked my friend to be a guest on my YouTube channel to talk about Bitcoin, finance, and stocks. Random fact though, not only did we go to school together, but he's the co-founder of RatedComics and a certified day trader. That's right, that's him right there. Yeah, buddy, that's right, the secret's out. You know when he sees this, his reaction is gonna be like this. Not really. He really isn't camera shy though. You can catch us on Whatnot streams. Long story short, he saw the video and liked my editing at the time and asked me to do a comic book review on King in Black so he could upload on YouTube. Needless to say, I enjoyed the comic and the rest is history. I love creating content for this channel and interacting with you guys. That's really awesome. Comics are nostalgic for me. I prefer indie, and I had no idea of a whole new world out there with comics prior to uploading content. Not to mention the secondary market for comics, that is no joke, man. And not to mention Comic-Con. I enjoy doing comic book reviews and uploading some educational content pertaining to comics. Like Stan Lee, this was started by an encounter between old friends making content, rekindling, and here we are today. Now before I close, don't forget to check out RatedComics.com to add some really cool comics and or Rated Comics exclusives to your comic book collection. So how I believe this will resonate to you is that Stan Lee's story teaches us that no matter how old we are, we should never stop pursuing our dreams and following our passions. It also shows us the power of generosity and kindness, as Stan Lee's graciousness towards fans was unmatched. Your inspirations and passions can come from the most unexpected places and or encounters. Let us be inspired by his determination, creativity, and the impact he made on the world through his characters, and let us strive to make our own mark in the world, just like he did. As Stan Lee would say,
"Is not meant for mortal men."
Neither was Omaha Beach, Blondie. Stop trying to scare us. Come on.
All right.
Excelsior.
thank you for watching. And what you guys think of the video, comment below. Let me know. If you like the content we're throwing up, you know what to do. Like the video and subscribe to this channel. Here at Rated Comics, we do awesome comic book reviews, comic book related content with the occasional comic book giveaway. Thank you again for watching. Hope to see you next time. And also let me know what other comic book topics you'd like to see talked about as well.